What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Money Moves. I'm Nas, your friendly neighborhood overthinker when it comes to money.
And I'm David, the king of side hustles and avoiding full-time jobs since '08.
Today's episode is for all our fellow immigrants out there, or if you're planning to move or newcomer in Germany, USA, UK, Canada, wherever, and you're wondering what in the credit score is going on.
Seriously, you get off the plane, you're hit with the culture shock, then someone says you need credit to buy a phone plane, and you're like, credit? I have money!
Exactly. And then you realize your bank back home is like, good luck, fam.
So buckle up. We're breaking down how to build credit history as an immigrant, step by step, with jokes, tea, and a lot of our own embarrassing stories.
All right, first things first, David, what even is a credit score?
Okay, imagine your financial life is like a dating app.
I'm listening.
Your credit score is like your profile. It's got your pic, your stats, and a list of red flags. Lenders swipe right if you look responsible. Swipe left if you ghosted your last loan.
So true. A credit score tells banks how trustworthy you are. In Germany, it's typically between 100 to 600 and 300 to 850 in USA. The higher, the better.
And if you're new to the country, guess what? You start with nothing. Nada, zilch.
That's right. It's like being born again financially, except this time you're an adult and rent is due.
So why does credit even matter? Can't I just pay everything in cash and be done with it?
Sure, if you're living off the grid in a yurt with goats.
Goats.
But in real life, you need credit to rent an apartment, get a phone plan, utilities, a car, and even a job in some cases.
Yup. Some employers run a credit check. Imagine not getting hired because you don't exist on paper.
Like a financial ghost. Ooh.
All right, fam, let's get into it. Here's your immigrant credit building starter pack.
Step 1. Get an I-10 or SSN. That's your individual taxpayer identification number or social security number.
Without that, the credit bureaus can't track you. So you're basically invisible, like me in gym class.
Step 2. Open a bank account. Go to a major bank or credit union. Bonus points if they have immigrant-friendly policies.
Some banks have newcomer programs where they won't ask for credit history, like Commerzbank in Germany.
Step 3. Apply for a secured credit card. It's like training wheels for credit. You give the bank $200, they give you a card with a $200 limit. You buy groceries, pay your Netflix, and boom, you're building credit.
But don't max it out. Keep usage below 30%.
So, if your limit is $200, don't spend more than $60.
Or else the credit gods shall smite you.
Step 4. Become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Find a friend or family member with good credit. Beg them, bribe them with snacks.
If they add you, their credit behavior helps your score. But if they mess up, you're both going down. Mind you, every country has its policy.
It's like a financial trust fall.
Let's talk about the traps, shall we?
Yes. Mistake number 1. Applying for every store credit card like it's a Black Friday sale.
Do you want 10% off your first purchase? Sounds nice, until your score tanks from 15 inquiries.
Mistake number 2. Not paying on time. Just one late payment can haunt you for 7 years.
That's longer than some relationships.
Mistake number 3. Thinking debit cards help your credit.
Nope. Debit is not reported to credit bureaus. It's like doing cardio and wondering why your biceps aren't growing.
Mistake number 4. Ignoring your credit report.
Check it once a year for free. Go to annualcreditreport.com, not some sketchy site that steals your info.
Story time? My first credit card in Germany? I was denied from opening a bank account because I was holding only my visa and not a residence permit, but finally opened a bank account and later applied for a credit card.
I had one with a $1,000 limit. I bought a $500 smartwatch. My score dropped faster than my GPA in college.
But we learned, you gotta crawl before you ball.
Facts. Now I've got a solid score, 2 travel cards, and enough points to apply for other credits. In style.
Once you've got a few months of good behavior, try applying for a real credit card. asking for a credit limit increase, using rent reporting services.
Yes, services like Experian Boost, which operates in 32 countries, lets you add utility and rent payments to your credit file. Or, if you're in Germany, use Schufa.
Also, don't close your oldest credit card.
That's like deleting your high school diploma after achieving your master's degree. It may be old, but it shows your history.
And remember, credit is a marathon, not a sprint. Unless you're in a hurry to buy a house. Then, well, good luck and drink water.
All right, let's recap. Immigrants, here's your cheat sheet. 1. Get an individual taxpayer identification number or social security number. 2. Open a bank account. 3. Get a secured credit card. 4. Become an authorized user. 5. Pay on time, keep usage low. 6. Don't fall for traps.
Remember, you can build credit from scratch. It takes time, but it's worth it. One day, you'll swipe a card and get approved. And that, my friends, is growth.
You'll go from invisible to invincible.
Thanks for tuning in to Money Moves Podcast. If you liked this episode, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs credit therapy.
And hey, don't forget to check the show notes for resources, links, and maybe a pic of us crying over credit applications.
Until next time, keep it real, keep it responsible,
and keep adulting.